Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning,
Good morning, ma'am.
Very good morning to everyone. Ready for the study?
Yes, English 1 check English 2 है मम्मी English 1 के 2
English grammar.
English grammar
Ready for the shloka? Everyone, close your eyes. Join your hands. Today's shloka is Om Bhurgva Swaha. Kya, join your hands. Everyone. And start shloka. Om Bhurgva Swaha. Tasya Viturvarenyam. Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi. Dhiyo yo nah prachodayat. Dhiyo yo nah prachodayat. Open your eyes, down your hands. Yes. Standard 5th English grammar. Today we will do English grammar. Yesterday we all have done completed kinds of noun, right? Collective noun, material noun and abstract noun. And we have done countable and uncountable nouns, right? So countable and uncountable nouns. Countable, that noun we can count, and uncountable we cannot count things that are uncountable. Right? And in homework was page number 4. In this exercise, you have to do identify the kinds of nouns underlined in the following sentences. You have to underline the kinds of noun and write the name of the noun, right? And in second, countable and uncountable noun. So you have to write U for uncountable noun and C for countable nouns. And third, in this exercise, underline the words wrongly used in the following sentences and correct them. So in this exercise, you have to correct the words. Those are wrong. Like goods, music, waters, stones, glasses, noises, butters, cheeses, milks. So these are wrong. So you have to write the right. Clear? And these exercises you have to do in your notebook. Right? I hope everyone you have to note down these exercises in your notebook with neat and clean handwriting. I hope. Yes. And now we will start. Next, kinds of pronoun. Right? Kinds of pronoun. Yesterday we have done kinds of noun, and today we will do kinds of pronoun. Kinds of pronoun. Right? So, kinds of pronoun. In kinds of pronoun, the first pronoun is demonstrative pronoun. Right? The first pronoun is demonstrative pronoun. Demonstrative pronoun. First is demonstrative pronoun. So today we will learn what is demonstrative pronoun, right? Demonstrative pronoun is demonstrative pronouns are the pronouns which refer to a specific noun, right? So what is demonstrative pronoun? So demonstrative pronoun is the pronouns which refer to a specific noun, right? Specific things. If you are identifying that about the book, you are identifying, right? So what you will say that this is a book, right? This is book. So this is demonstrative pronoun. So this, that, these, those. So this is used for near things, right? And that is used for far away things. And these are always used for plural things. And those used for plural things. But near things for this, for singular, and these for plural. And far for the things, that is for singular, and those for plural, right? Always you have to use singular for this and plural for these, and far away things for, we will use that for singular and those for plural, right? Clear? For example, in the following sentences, italicized words are demonstrative pronouns. This, that, these, those, and one, right? So, these things are demonstrative pronouns. So, example, first example is, this is my house. So, this is my house. So, my house is specific things, right? And you are demonstrative, this is my house. This is my house. So, this is for demonstrative pronoun. Right? And that is Arav's bed. So that is belongs to Arav. So, and you are demonstrate that bed is, that pencil is, that book is, that table is. You can say that. So that word is demonstrative pronoun. And these are the things I don't like. So these word is demonstrative pronoun. And those are the apples sent by my uncle. So those word is demonstrative. And fifth example is, your coat is black. Mine is a white one. Identify the things, right? This is specific white one. So this is demonstrative pronoun. Demonstrative pronoun. So what is demonstrative pronoun? Demonstrative pronouns are the pronouns which refer to a specific noun. Specific. You have to keep in mind, right? Special things. Specific. Those are demonstrative pronoun. For example, this, that, these, and those. One, demonstrative, right? So these are examples of, and etc. These examples for the demonstrative pronoun. And second one is indefinite pronouns. Everyone has understood what is demonstrative pronoun? So we can go next pronouns. Everyone clear about the demonstrative pronouns? Yes, Dhaniba?
Yes.
Yes. Everyone. I am asking to everyone. Everyone's clear about it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Yes. Good. Good.
Yes, ma'am.
So,
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Nisar,
Yes, ma'am.
Nisar, have you understood?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. So, good. Very good. Very good. And now we can go in for further kinds of pronoun. Okay. Okay. Now we can go further pronouns. Right. Second one is indefinite pronouns. Right. And now we will learn about the indefinite pronouns. Second one is indefinite pronouns. So what are indefinite pronouns? Indefinite pronouns are the pronouns which do not refer to any person or things in particular. Indefinite pronouns are those things do not refer, right? Which things do not refer to any person, any things, that are called indefinite pronouns. Right? For example, in the following sentences, italicized. Italicized means which words are given in red color, right? Red color. Italicized words are indefinite pronouns. For example, all were drawn. All were. So not a particular identifier. They are saying that all persons, all people, all word is not a single identifier. So that's why all word is indefinite pronouns. Why all is? Because indefinite pronouns do not refer to any person or things, and all word is also do not refer anything or person. It is referred to all persons. So that's why all is indefinite pronouns. So all word drawn. And second one is some are born great. Some, not identify a particular person. Some person. Some person. So that's why it is also a indefinite pronoun. And next, anybody can do that. Anybody. Not any identify the one person or things. Not identify. So that's why anybody is a indefinite pronoun. So anybody can do that. Right? And next, none. None is kept unheard. None. Nobody. Right? Not identify the one person or things. So this is the right answer. None is kept unheard. And next, everyone wants to be happy. Everyone also not identify a one person or a thing, right? Like, so everyone is a indefinite pronouns. That's why, right? And next, point to remember. You have to keep in your mind, if a noun is used with a demonstrative pronoun or indefinite pronoun, then it does not remain a pronoun. Right? Then it becomes an adjective. Right? So when noun is used with a demonstrative pronoun or indefinite pronouns, then it does not remain a pronoun. Then it becomes an adjective. Becomes adjective. This is when it is not used for a noun, it becomes an adjective. Clear? So everyone clear about this pronoun?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
So we have
Yes,
completed.
Yes, ma'am.
First we have
Yes,
completed.
ma'am.
First,
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
good. That means you are concentrated in study.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Page number 5. So that means if you all understand, that means you are concentrating in your studies. I feel that. So we have completed demonstrative pronouns, indefinite pronouns. Clear? And now we can go next. Look at the use of italicized words in the following sentences when they become the adjective. Upper you have read that noun is used with a demonstrative pronoun or identified indefinite pronoun, then it does not remain a pronoun. Then it becomes an adjective. So these are examples. This is my house. And this house is mine. Difference. Look at the difference. That this difference. This is my house. So in this sentence, this is referred to a specific noun. A specific noun. Noun is a house. So refer to a specific noun. So that's why we can say this is a demonstrative pronoun. But in the another examples, this house is mine. Right? So this house is mine. So this become in this sentence an adjective. And next example, that is Arav's bed. So that's it. This is identify the things. So that's why that is a demonstrative pronoun. And another sentence, that bed belongs to Arav. So that becomes adjective. Next example, those are the apples sent by Anu. So those, identify. So this is demonstrative pronoun. And those apples were sent by Anu. So here those become an adjective. Because this is not referred to a specific noun. So that's why it becomes adjective. And all were drawn. Right? All is specific. Everyone. All means everyone drawn, were drawn. So specific. So that is demonstrative pronoun. And all the boys were drawn. So here it becomes adjective. And some are born great. Some. So some are identified. So here some is demonstrative pronoun and some men are born great. So here it becomes adjective. And next one is reflexive pronouns. Right? Third one is reflexive pronouns. Third one is reflexive pronouns. Reflexive pronouns. What are reflexive pronouns? The reflexive pronouns, when self is added to personal pronouns like mine, your, her, it, and self to our, your, them, we get reflexive pronouns. These examples of reflexive pronouns. Okay. And now page number 6. Reflexive pronouns are used as the object. Do you know what is object? Subject. In a sentence, you have to write, first you have to write subject, then verb, then you have to write object. So that is what object, right? So reflexive pronouns are used as the object of a verb when the subject and the object are the same person. Right? Subject and the object are the same person. For example, I hurt myself. So I and myself, right? So here subject I and myself object both are same, belongs to the same. I, my, right? I and myself. So myself belongs to a subject, so that's why myself is a reflexive pronouns. And in plural, we use we, her, ourselves. We always use we with our. I for my, you for your, he for him, she for her, right? And you have to keep in your mind, you hurt yourself. Similar, right? It belongs you to yourself. So subject and object, the same person. So that's why yourself is a reflexive pronoun. So in the reflexive pronoun, subject and object are the same person, belongs to the same things, right? And another example, you hurt yourselves in plural. He hurt himself. He and himself, subject and object both same. So that's why himself is a reflexive pronoun. She hurt herself. Herself. She and herself belongs the same. That's why herself is a reflexive pronoun. They hurt themselves. They and themselves both are same. The horse hurt itself. So that's the horse and itself. So that itself is a reflexive pronouns. And reflexive pronouns are used similarly after a verb plus preposition s. One more thing you have to remember. Reflexive pronouns are used similar after a verb plus preposition. Do you know preposition? In, on, at, above, between. These are prepositions. So similarly, after a verb plus, and verbs are, what are verbs? Verbs are doing words. That's a verbs. Verb plus preposition as he spoke to himself. To is a preposition, right? So he spoke to himself. Verb plus preposition. Did he pay for herself? For is a preposition. Look after yourself. Preposition uses the verb plus preposition. But if the preposition indicates locality, we use the ordinary, not the reflexive pronouns as. Did you take your dog with you? They put the child between them. Did he have any money with him? Yes. The reflexive pronouns are never used as a subject. You read carefully that reflexive pronouns are never used as a subject, right? Always use an object. Reflexive pronouns are never used as a subject. Myself went there. Yourself can do it. Himself was to blame. I went there myself. You can do it yourself. He himself was to blame. So first examples are wrong because myself went there, myself. Here the sentence is used myself as a subject, but reflexive pronouns never used as a subject. So that's why this sentence is wrong. And the correct one is I went there myself. This is correct. And the second example, yourself can do it. Yourself also used as a subject. So that is also wrong. Himself was to blame. So this is also used as a subject. So that's why this is also wrong. Right? Because reflexive pronouns never used as a subject. Right? And next, reflexive pronouns can also be used to emphasize a noun or pronoun. We call them emphatic pronouns. Emphatic pronouns. Look at the following sentences. First, I solve the problem myself. We solve the problem ourselves. You solve the problem yourself. She solved the problem herself. They solve the problem themselves. Right? So these are emphatic pronouns. Everyone clear about the kinds of pronouns?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Good.
ma'am.
That means you are paying full attention in the class. That's it. Okay. Good.
Ma'am.
Good, everyone. And now it's time for test yourself. So this exercise you have to do by own. I will send the answer, but you have to do this exercise by own first. Okay? After that, I will send the answer of these exercises. So, because first exercise, filling the blanks with suitable reflexive or emphatic pronouns. Right? Filling the blanks. So you have to fill the reflexive or emphatic pronouns in this exercise, right? Which we have done in this chapter. And in second exercise, state whether the italicized words in the following sentences are pronouns or adjectives. So first you have to underline all the words and then write if these words are pronoun or adjective. Clear? Everyone? Yes. So these two exercises you have to do in your notebook. Right? Now I am going to take pictures of your attendance. Anyone has a doubt?
No. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Very good.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I have doubt. No, ma'am.
Okay. Very good.
Ma'am. हमने म्यूट से हटाया। अबे ऐसा कौन है बे? मैम कहाँ पे गई? मैम कहाँ पे गई?
Very good. Very good. Time is going over. So you have to do this exercise. First of all, you have to do this by own. After that, you have to check these exercises, the answer of these exercises. Okay, I will send PDF. Okay. So everyone, bye.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye. Happy
Bye, ma'am.
learning.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye. Happy learning.